coming and participating. Again, this is again day we're doing continuous healing retreat or retreat to reactivate our beautiful spiritual or Dharma qualities in our heart. We've heard so many, or we received so many teachings from great masters many times in the past. And also we read many books. All those are so wonderful and so special. But now is also time to put that into practice, activate that. That is also very, very important. And intellectually understanding, it is very special and beautiful. But more than that, according to the teaching, practice is. After when you receive the teaching, when you know the intellectually, then you put that into the practices. Practices. And that is really the settle in the heart and the discovery our innate nature. Intellectual knowledge only will not bring big benefits. For example, if you know all the remedies of the wolves, healing remedies, but if you don't apply those as you know, what is not going to benefit too much for what we like to heal. If we like to heal, first of course it is very important to know all the remedies, all those tools and remedies and things. Once you know that, then the most important to, if you like to get the result, tangible result, you have to put that remedies into action, or you have to activate that and apply that. Then it will make the difference. And similarly, intellectually knowing Dharma is of course always beautiful. Dharma is special, is natural. And small will get small, medium will get, small understanding will get small benefit, medium understanding will get medium benefit, bigger understanding will be getting bigger benefit in our lives. And smoothing our life and make more sense of the meaningful lives, really it will does. But however, if we put that into the practice, meditate, then it will really make a big difference. We can witness that by all those great masters, those learned scholars, they're genius, they're intellectually super duples, all those great masters. But that didn't stop there. They put practices. They did a retreat, stop, and they truly then become the great symbol of the peace, beacon of the world, of love, kindness, compassion, respect, appreciation, humble, and simplicity. Really, truly beings, great beings they become, because they absorb teaching into the heart that sizzled their inner beautiful Buddha potentials, that waked up Buddha potentials. So therefore, this time is kind of strange circumstances we had. Everyone has got these strange circumstances, but we can use these strange circumstances to inner development, inner growth. And sometimes also someday we can expand it and develop our body for all those beings who are going through really challenges, big challenges, one after another. So really thinking of that. So therefore, in those senses, we feel happy and joy, more grateful and thankful with our opportunity situation, but at the same time, activating our body in the heart and mind, as gracious teacher Buddha Shakyamuni and all those great bodhisattvas mentioned in the teaching, really kind of reaching what we're doing, benefit for all living beings. But together with that, then bring some understanding of the Vajrayana teaching of the three Vajra states: Vajra form, Vajra song, and Vajra space and mind. Those are realization that what is our goal. So our goal, not just wait, kind of why or later, we should start it now. It's important, all those. So with these things, again, we go over the teachings of the Jabji Dongyal Rinpoche, or His Holiness Dongyal Rinpoche, and heart advice to the fortunate students. We are going in again, continually, slowly, but we are kind of some degree we are exploring the root and the meaning of the teachings. That not just going so fast and quickly kind of go over that, but we are going in a way, word by word, line by line, exploring that it is a flavor, it is qualities, it is the meaning, and when we say that it is meaning, looks like kind of I'm talking of object, but reality is our mind. We're exploring the beauty and the quality of our innate nature, so we can glorify what we like to be really, and what gracious teacher Buddha and all those great bodhisattvas did and are doing. So we're following in that team, that together. So therefore, we're going slowly in a way. So now, talking about the first with this very important is in a Buddhism or in a practicing lineage. Practicing lineage first is reflecting of the 4 point of the mind, training of the mind, or another word for renunciation thoughts. And we went through that quite even thoroughly, in a way, reminding each others. And then after the once you have that kind of thought nicely and beautifully, and well recognize that or understand or reminded that clearly, and then we turn our mind to the 3 jewels, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. And to turn the mind to the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and in the teaching said, trusting. That is really important. But I'm going to talk those, maybe later I will talk that, trust it. But first I'm going to talk about the 3 jewels, related with the 3 jewels. And we went through, again, book about the Buddha, about the Dharma, and about the Sanghas. Today, generally, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha is very general teachings of all the Buddhist schools. What that means, all Buddhist schools. I'm talking about the foundation Buddhist schools. Foundation Buddhist school, what that means? I'm talking about such as Theravadas in the southern Buddhist schools. And the Sarva-Istabad schools of the northern Buddhist schools, which is, for example, Tibetan Buddhist, or those Mahayana countries. According to the modern great master said, all the Mahayana countries are based on the Sarva-Istabad schools of the foundation Buddhist schools. These foundation schools are generally, after Buddha's Mahaparinibbana, about 100 years after Buddha's Mahaparinibbana, the foundation schools of Buddha teaching is expanded and it become 18 different sub-schools. Expanded around 200, 300 years ago. There is 18 different sub-schools of the foundation schools, that including Theravada and as well as Sarva-Istabad schools. But however, now, also great masters, modern time, they say now only among that 2 kind of principles are existing. Theravada schools of the southern Buddhism and the Sarva-Istabad schools of the northern Buddhism that exist. These are the foundation of the Buddhisms. These are the foundation of the Mahayana school. These are of Sutra Mahayana school, and these are the foundations of the Vajrayana Buddhist schools. So these 3 jewels is the foundation of all schools of Buddhism. Whether you are the Theravada or Sarva-Istabad or Sutra Mahayana or Vajrayana, this is the foundation. This is the cornerstone. This is the foundation stone. Or that is the corner pillars of the Buddhism. Not just only that, when you say cornerstone or corner, it support all, that cornerstone, we're going to support all the way top of the pinnacle of the building. Similarly, Refuge is the essential what Buddha, Dharma, Sangha is essential of the building structures or the Buddhist forms. Now, so this is no difference at all. But however, in the Vajrayana school, there is also different terminologies, equivalent of the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Many of you, or we all know, what are those? Those are known as the Guru, Deva, Dakinis. Guru, Deva, Dakinis. And in the Tibetan it is translated as Loma, Yedam, Kwanro. Those are the really teachings. And a Guru, we use as the Sanskrit terminology, Guru. Guru is the what? Is always in the teaching said, Guru is the root of blessings. And deities are the root of accomplishments. And dakinis are the root of all fulfillment or the activity of the beneficial activities. Those are called, also in this simple word, these three are named in the Vajrayana teaching, three roots. Three root. Root of blessings, root of accomplishment, root of beneficial activities. Benefit activities. So how that is actually is like as the equivalent of the Buddha, Dharma and the Sangha. Guru as Buddha. Yadam is as Dharma, or the deity as Dharma. Dakini as Sangha members. Sangha members. And again, each of those, each of Guru, deity, and Yadam, they also represent all of those three too. So that means Guru is embodiment of the three roots. And Yadam is also embodiment of three roots. Dakini is also embodiment of three roots. They are not completely different from the east, west, or north or south. Like that. It's all is within that. And that. And if we know, if we like to know that, right? If we use that each of those represented that, and a Guru represented, for example, the realization of the Guru is Buddha. The teaching of the Guru is Dharma. And the body, physical form of Guru is Sangha members. And therefore, and also Guru is also within, Guru embodies all the three roots too. And that way, Guru, body, physical form of the Guru, is representing as Gurus. And teach activity of the Guru, representing as Dakinis. And realization of the Guru, representing as deity or Yadams. So that goes on and on with the Yadam or the deity and the Dakinis. So this is what really known as the object, the refuge of the Vajrayana teaching. That also used, but it didn't mean they don't use the terminology of the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. They use terminology, and also, of course, they do practice in that same terminologies, but yet they have addition of that refuge, which is equivalent. It's not missing or something, or adding or subtracting anything with that. So that is really simple way to tell in an Antara, three object refuges. Then inner antara, so if I use the word outer object refuge, inner object refuge, so outer object refuge is the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, inner object refuges are Guru, Deva, Dakini, And then, secret object refuges, particularly innate antaras. Those are known as channel, wind, and the essence element of the bodies. That also as 3 objects of reference. The reality level, these 3 are channel, wind, essence are the nature is enlightened status. Therefore, in the Vajrayana teaching said, our own physical body is the divine mandalas. Divine mandala. And not just only the body, the universe is divine mandalas. Reality levels. So to activate that realization, clearly not just in the intellectual state, to activate that, then there is plenty of teachings and instructions of the channels and wind and the essence element of the bodies. Nature of the essence element of body is Buddha. And nature of the essence of the wind is Dharma. And the nature of the essence or the nature of the channels are Sangha members. Sangha members. Or nature of the essence element is Guru. Nature of the essence element of the wind is teaching or yadams. And nature of the essence or element of the channel is the dakinis. So it is within the completely the channels, wind, and the essence elements are the essential quality of this skillful means of the body of mandalas. This is what really actually in the teaching says. And how many channels are there? In the Buddha teaching generally said numbers. There is even no numbers. How many channels in our body? There is no numbers. Numbers. But however, the principal channels, then use 3 that you can activate it in the teaching, highlighted that as 3 channels and 4 or 5 chakras, or even sometimes 7 chakras. It depends with the teachings. So those are the channels. Channels are in Tibet. It's translated as Tsa. Tsa means it is a root of the body. It is the foundation. Channels are the foundation of the bodies. So therefore, it's called Tsa. And 3 principal channels and 5 chakras. And those are the crown chakras, and the speech chakras, and heart chakras, and the navel chakras. And then if we add more, like that, those are the very popular in the teachings mentioned always said, but if we add according teaching, there is also 3 extras, or it depends with different standards of teachings, but those are known as chakra of the secret centers, and the chakras of the fires, chakras of the wind. Those are then 7 different chakras. And all those are the chakras. And they are the passage of the wind, passage of the essence element of body. So those are known as chakras. Reality, these chakras are, in the teaching, it is, if we talk more higher level according to the teaching, chakras are display of the nirmakayas. They are enlightened state as nirmakaya state. They are essence, nature is nirmakaya status. So now that chakra is filled with the wind and the essence element of the bodies. And this winds are known as 5 principal wind and 5 sub principle, wind. And those 5 sub-principle winds are related with the 5 senses organs related. And generally, in the Vajrayana teaching or in Buddhism, this movement of our intelligence and the movement of the channels or the movement of the essence element, the floating, is all carried by the wind. Wind. Wind is the most powerful, or one of the most powerful elements in our body or in the world. It controls the movement. It controls the existence. It controls the expanding. It controls everything. Even in the teaching said, mind is controlled by the wind. Wind. So wind is so strong, so powerful. And as well as our where we are alive, wind is sustaining our bodies. It is keeping our body. It's spreading all the energies, all the vitalities, all the nutritions, all these are evenly according and in different area part of the bodies. And therefore, our complexions and all those, everything, aura, all the energy, and all those are like maintained beautifully. So this is known as then the chakras, or the passage of a chakra, and through that, then is wind. I'm talking wind. So this is through the wind. That is so powerful. Of course, I'm not going to talk those details of the winds, all that, and of course you can find, I'm sure you already know those things, so I'm just really reminding. So now what is this wind? Reality, this wind is, in the inner tantra level, it is no other than the Sambhogaya. Wind, this is Sambhogaya. Or wind is the Dharma. It is the movement. This is the activities. For example, greatest teacher Buddha Shakyamuni performed so many beneficial activities. But among that, the mostly powerful activity of the greatest teacher Buddha Shakyamuni is teaching. Dharma. That is the most powerful activity of the greatest teachers. Similarly, wind is the most powerful, and that carries the quality of it is nature and beauty. And then of course, if we twisted the wind, then it also leads all the numerous troubles and chaostics in the samsara. Those are known as the karmic winds. And then it controls, the wind controls our environments, our perceptions, our conceptions, our ideas, our feelings. That's how this wind is really so strong and so like subtle, vital to our whole existence. So reality level, when you activate it, when you receive the teaching in the practice, use that into that, that is then teaching, or this is then the Sambhogaya. You discover the quality of the Sambhogaya natures. Then next one is object of refuge. So now what I taught, so channel, wind, and now at the next one I'm talking about essence element of the body. Essence element of the body, how many there? To summarize that in the teaching, said white and red essence elements. That is the essence element of the body. And that is actually what is in the teaching, vitalities. That is our essence of the physical forms. And the deep down, this white and red element is not just only like that we obtained from the parents, but it also connected with our own Buddha nature, our own potential of the nature of the mind. It is connected. That when is reflected in the like subtle form, the essence element of the body of the white and the red. It is according to the teaching, is principally located on the white essence element is on the crown chakra, red essence element is above the navel chakra, or also not navel, above the sacral chakras. But throughout physical, or throughout the physical mandala, it is spread out all over. As we are using the example, as mustard seed is pervasive oil everywhere, same way this essence element is pervasively spread out with everywhere channels and carried by the wind and evenly pervaded. But nature of this essence element, according in a tantra, then it is Dharmakaya Buddhas, or it is Buddha. It is really Buddha. Buddha came in the form of the essence element of bodies. So, knowing those, receiving the teachings, activating those qualities, or even is merely kind of like opening the door of to understand, discover of these physical various structures, to kind of like activate even this little motivation according to Vajra teaching is very important, not blocking our kind of like knowledge and completely shut down, but opening the door is so important. When we discover that Vajra, our own physical body is like mandala of the deity, then we begin to discover that the whole, this universe is a mandala or the pure land of the Buddha. Then really we will see. So therefore, this is also known as the, with that understanding, and taking refuge. Channel as a Nirmakaya, wind as a Sambhokaya, and essence element of the body as Dharmakaya. Those are known as the sacred object of refuge. Sacred object of refuge. Then the ultimate effort taking of refuges. Refuges in the Dzogchen teaching is one's own nature of the mind. One's own nature of the mind, one's own awareness is the embodiment of the three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, embodiment of the three roots, Guru, Deva, Dakini, and then one's own nature of the mind or the rupa, the awareness, is nature of the three kaya, Dharmakaya, Sambhokaya, and then Makayas. And that is what really the nature of a mind. This nature of the mind is not partialities. Some people have, some people don't have. No. Everyone has equally. That means that even animals, even they are experiencing the most heaviest karmic results, still is shining in their heart as a jewel in the deep stones, or diamond in the deep stones. It's shining, glowing, radiating that yet heavy karma is blocked, heavy karma of that solid stone blocked of that. But otherwise, every living being has that qualities. Therefore, every living being has the right to discover of this nature. Every living being has the right opportunity to discover. But who is going to discover? Each of us are going to discover how, with the courage, with the commitment, with the confidence, with the joy, with the loving bodhicitta, loving kindness and compassion, with the relaxed, calm and humble, simple, down to the earth, and then we begin to process, to go, discover our beauty. When we discover this beauty, how that will happen, how that will become, then read life story of the great teacher, Buddha Shakyamuni, Padma Samye Ling, great master of Jimpas, All those great masters, that's what they really did. They discovered. How that will be, when you see them, these individuals, how that will be. Externally, maybe they're just the same person as we are, many of. But reality, their nature, their characteristics, calm, peaceful, humble, simple, and more contentment, happy with the littles, even though it looks like kind of like hard situation, circumstance, reality for them is like really pure land. For them, for those reasons, read the songs of those great masters. Read their songs. How beautiful. Even in the harsh environment, up in a high altitude, like 17,000 feet above the sea levels. Levels in the cold and the snow and the ice trickles and all that. But yet they're singing the song, how beautiful, how nice, and all the beautiful poem. Really, they met all that. How much they're happy. They're much peaceful. Their heart is completely filled with love and kindness, compassion for all living beings. That is how they discovered this innate nature. Nature. So now again talking about this essence nature of the mind and what in the teaching said. The emptiness nature of the mind is Dharmakaya. The clarity nature of the mind or awareness is Sambhokaya. And display compassion nature of the mind is Nirmakaya. Or emptiness nature of the mind is Buddha. The clarity aspect of the mind, nature of mind, or I'm using nature of mind, but also can be Rupa. In clarity aspect of Rupa, the awareness is Dharma. In the compassion, a display aspect of nature of the mind is Sangha members. Therefore, nature of the mind is, as I said in the according teaching, is embodiment of the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, embodiment of the Guru, Deva, Dakinis, and nature of the mind is embodiment of the Buddha, Dharmakaya, Sambhokaya, and Nirmakaya Buddha. And that is within each of us. And where is that? According to Vajra teaching or the Dzogchen teaching, it residing into the heart center. It's right in our heart center. We have this the divine, luminous, unique quality that we have all. And in this level, there's no difference between Buddha, the total enlightened Buddha, and ourselves. We have the same nature. So that is my brief talk today. And thank you very much everyone again for participating. And together again we had the opportunity to talk a little bit about that. And so now I'm going to conclude the talks on Refuge, the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha from today. So then I move to the next topic, which is related, of course, with Bodhicitta, and then we go on. Okay, thank you. So even though maybe few of you, whoever watching, maybe think talking every day, same thing under that Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and all that things. But so, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, everyone.